It's Soprano Musings abroad. And okay, so there's no one up here now. I am working on multiple projects at once, and I realized that I needed to show you guys this view. Like, I am at the castle. Well, I'm outside the castle, and I'm finally going up the hill, and it is so worth this view. I am really appreciative of all those hikes that I took in South Korea, because me 2 years ago wouldn't have done this. But it is beautiful. There's no one outside, and well, I shouldn't say there's no one outside. There are some things outside that are driving me absolutely nuts right now, and they're the birds. Okay, can you get arrested for punching a bird? Like, serious inquiry here, because I about did that. But this view is stunning. Okay, so first things first, this video, I actually wrote these down. So I have some tips for new English wizards before you arrive to Poland. These are just some things that I wish I had been more keen on when I got here, and I really wasn't. I should have been more on top of it, but I figured since I was in a business internship program, things would just go smoothly. That is not what happened. So I made a list. Okay. Again, if you are an English wizard or a prospective English wizard and you want to know more about how to prepare for your trip to Poland, keep watching. Okay. First tip, subscribe to their channel. There is an English Wizards YouTube channel. I want you to go there and subscribe, because they are starting to update that, and it's really good to just have another outlet to reach them. Tip number 2, save as much coin as you can before arriving. And I'm going to get into this later, but really, save as much coin as you possibly can. Okay. Tip number 3, because we're in the middle of a pandemic, arrive as early as you can. If you can get here 3 weeks, 4 weeks before your internship or before your job starts, please do so. Okay. Tip number 4, if you are in the internship program by I think there's business internship or the young learners, complete and continue to study those modules. Okay, like, they're really helpful. Right now I'm preparing for the Delta, and English Wizards has begun uploading material to help me study for the Delta, and it's like, really, it's chef's kiss. Okay, just do it. Tip number 5, this one is high-key probably the most important one in my opinion, but your authentic materials. If you've seen a few of my previous videos, I'll post one somewhere up here, but if you've seen those authentic materials is really that's really how you get paid. And I cannot stress to you enough, spend some time figuring out how you want to structure your lesson plans, how you want to conduct your lesson plans, so that your authentic material is much easier to prepare for. Also, remember how I said to subscribe to the EW channel on YouTube? I meant that because, again, I want you to watch how you are supposed to use the calendar for our platform. So what is it? Oh, it's almost 9. Okay. Cool. So I need you to go to that YouTube channel and watch how you're supposed to enter in your hours, because a month will fly by before you know it, and you don't want to not know how to do it, because it can affect when you get paid. Okay. Also, these are just some other tips that I have realized that I wasn't fully prepared for, because I thought I had all the time in the world to do so, and I didn't. Okay. Decide if you want to live in the city or if you want to live in the country, okay? Because that can affect how fast you go through your coin. If you live in the city like I do, if you live in Krakow, you're going to pay more. Period, blank, end of the sentence, like, just start a new paragraph, okay? You're going to pay more. But if you're in a rural area, you will potentially pay less for your living expenses and things like that. So that brings me to tip number 8. Decide if you want a roommate. If you want to live in a big city and you don't want to spend a lot of coin on your flat, you're going to need a roommate. There's no getting around it. Unless you just balling out of control, or you're like a second generation corporate kid who's got like a big ass trust fund, you're gonna need a roommate in the big city. If you're in a rural area, you can swing it. You can live on your own. And honestly, that's something that I'm considering, because I've kind of had my fun in Kuka, and it's time for me to move on. But that's another video for my next update. Okay. Number 9, and I don't mean this in like a facetious way or a malice way, really get to know the staff. It's a very tiny skeleton crew right now. I'm pretty sure they're working on hiring more people in the future as they continue to grow, because English Wizards is still a new company. But really get to know the staff. I would suggest checking in weekly with them to make sure that you're up to date as far as where you're working, where you're living, how's your visas going, your permit, all that stuff. If you have questions, ask them. We have a platform that we use, Slack, and you can contact them there. They're really helpful, but again, you want to maintain that line of communication. Keep it strong, okay? You want to make sure that you understand payroll and how that works, because that can delay your pay in a big way, and you will find out more about that when you guys arrive here for your orientation. And so that completes my video. I'm going to give you guys another view of this castle behind me. Let me make sure I can say the name right. Wawel Castle is where I am right now. Like I said, I'm actually on double duty right now. So I've got my camera, and I'm working on some other things today, but I really wanted to share this video with you guys and congratulate you on being accepted in the English Wizards program, whether you're a freelance teacher, a business internship, or a young learners teacher. I hope that your time in the English Wizards program is not only productive, but just awesome. Really, have fun. I know we're in the middle of a pandemic, but you are also on your way to Poland, and it's a pretty dope place overall, I must say. Also, one other thing, this is more of an honorable mention. I didn't post it as a tip because it's something that I should have been more aware of coming forward. As just as a small sense of diplomacy. When you do get to Poland and you become aware of how much things cost and all those things, I would encourage you to be mindful of how often and how loudly you say things are cheap, because I've realized I am guilty of doing this, and I've had to like check myself in regards to this, because the thing is, real talk, things aren't cheap here. They're just affordable. And I say we, but I mean me, really. As an American, as a U.S. citizen, I'm not used to things being of good quality and affordable prices. You can do what you want as you will with that statement, but I stand by it, and I will literally die on this hill saying that. As a U.S. citizen, we're not used to really good top quality things being affordable. And that's one thing that even here in Krakow, I've noticed that like food and appliances, I've had to buy like more gear for my photography. I'm looking into buying another backup laptop. They are reasonably priced, and I can actually afford it and not have to eat ramen for a week. So yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, I hope that you will be mindful of that when you arrive here. And again, have a great time. Poland is turning out to be a great place, and since I'm going to be here for a while, I can't wait to begin exploring more of that, which brings me to the Introvert Traveler. Yes, I have begun recording for the Introvert Traveler, and I'm really excited to kick off that playlist in the winter. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, be inspired, stay inspiring, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!